What's up, Internet? Radio here. This is an interview with SeenSven. If you don't know who SeenSven is, he is a great Minecraft YouTuber. He makes Minecraft prisons, and yeah, this is a really cool interview. I am so grateful to get to do this, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So, what inspired your username?
Oh, what inspired my username? That's a question I get a lot, actually. I can't decide if it's a funny story or not. If like it's okay. So
I'll be the judge.
it was 2016 or something, or 15. I don't know. I've been still using Skype, so it was a long time ago. So Skype was
Oh,
the big
wow.
thing, and everyone was talking over Skype, and I needed a username, and I was like, okay, so my name is Sven, and I want to be called Sven, and I just typed Sven in. But Skype was like, yeah, no, you can't be called Sven. Someone else is already called Sven. You gotta choose another name. And it gave me like suggestions of names having to do with the keyword Sven, and there were like suggestions like Sven and then random numbers and stuff. And one of these suggestions was SeenSven. And I don't know. I at the time I wasn't really good at English, so I didn't even know what it meant. Like I didn't know it was like the guy who has been seen called Sven. I just was like, yeah, okay, that works. Seen Sven, okay, nice. Let's just take that. And ever since then, I've been called Seen Sven and just never changed that.
That is hilarious. Well, you also just answered one of my other questions. I was gonna make it all a big deal and be like, "Is your real name Sven?"
Yeah, my real
But
name is Sven.
you already answered that for me. Um, what is your favorite prison that you've made?
Oh, my favorite prison. Hard question because okay, let's start with my least favorite is probably Hades Vault because it's somewhere in between in the middle. It didn't revolutionize that much apart from like the other prisons that came out at the time. It was better than most of them, but like it didn't revolutionize like Gaia's Vault for example did. I probably have to say Poseidon's Vault because it started the whole thing and it was like the OG, like obviously apart from Pandora's Vault, but
Yeah,
it was like the OG thing and people were like really hyped and escaping it, and I also met Ivory through that prison, and yeah, I'm really grateful I made that.
yeah. On the topic of Pandora's Vault, how good would you say Pandora's Vault is as someone with experience in building very secure prisons?
Uh, Not good at all. Like it is impressive. It's big and it really. I mean, it was built for cinematic purposes. They already knew. Like I think who's it called? Like Awesome Sam or Sam? I forgot his
Aw,
name.
Sam, dude.
Yes, Awesome Dude. Thank you. He built it, and I think he already knew a few ways himself how someone could get in or out, but of course it's a story server and it needed and was required to look impressive with all the lava and stuff and all the flying
Yeah.
bridges and all the kill checks and stuff like that.
It's definitely a
Yeah.
more cinematic prison than a secure prison.
Yes, definitely. Of course my take was not that cinematic and more on function. So I guess
Yeah.
it's not really secure. If you look at it, there are many ways to escape it. You just have to look it up on YouTube. Many people found ways. Ivory did it with a block of dirt, so yeah.
Yeah. What was your reaction to Poseidon's Vault getting popular?
uh, my reaction. So it happened in steps. Until then, I had 300 subscribers, and no wait, I had 50,000 subscribers. That's a lie, 50,000 subscribers. But my channel was dead. I used to do shorts, Among Us shorts even. Grew big with that, but my normal videos with like normal length that didn't get any views at all. So my normal view count was like 300 views per video, even though I had 50, 60,000 subs, which was not good for like my motivation and stuff. And I just did this one video, and I was like, this has to pop off. I worked 2 weeks on that stupid prison and editing and stuff like that. It has to work. And then suddenly it got like 1,000 views, and I was like, "What? 1,000 views? That's insane! 1,000 views? That's so good!" And then it was like 3,000 views, and it was like, "What? 3,000 views?" And I still have the message like highlighted on WhatsApp for the. I messaged my friends. I was like, "Guys, if this hits like 20,000 views, I'm gonna like." I don't know. I'm gonna throw a little big party and stuff like that. I don't know. I was so excited. I was like, okay, maybe 20,000 views, 30,000 views, something like that. Oh, that would be insane. I would be so happy. And then it started to rise.
Block
Like
game party.
until then, it was like gradual 2-3,000. That's why it was like maybe 20,000. But then it was like it was not stoppable. That video just popped off, and it was like I went to sleep at like maybe 5-6,000. I woke up at 70,000. Next day it was at like 500,000. It was like
Oh my
it was
god.
crazy. It was crazy. And then
I just remember waking up and then it was just there.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Like
I was just like,
overnight,
what the heck?
overnight.
And
And I
then out
wa-
of nowhere, just prisons got like really popular.
yeah, of course, it got like 7 million views. People always like capitalize on big trends. Of course, that was something that was bound to happen. But yeah, it was
Yeah.
crazy. It was pretty much overnight.
Yeah. Okay, so you mentioned whenever Poseidon's Vault was like first released, you were at 50,000. And when you were at 50,000, I'm pretty sure that's when you did your face reveal, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I have a question about that. When releasing your face reveal, like how stressed out were you if you were stressed out?
More than normal, but not as much as other people are, I guess. I developed the habit of not caring what other people think, which is a good thing, I believe. So I do know that I look really young for my age. I'm 20 years old now, and I look pretty young. And yeah, I don't know. I was a bit self-conscious about how young I look, but I mean Tommy Innit exists, and he's also like really young and stuff like that. So it
Good
was
point.
okay. It was okay. I tried to make it funny to take like the seriousness out of it,
Yeah, I
and
rewatched that video yesterday. Just like preparing myself mentally. I was just like, you know what? Just gonna watch some videos. And I watched it. I was literally just like crying of laughter. It was so funny.
I don't know why I did that, to be honest. It was like I had like all of these ideas and how to do it. It was like, yeah, I don't know.
Left arm,
Let's just
right
manage.
arm.
Let's
It
just
was
mash
so
some
funny.
ideas together and see what comes out of it. I don't know. It was pretty funny. I don't know. I really liked working on that video, and
Yeah,
yeah, I was not really happy with my gear that time, so I was a bit self-conscious about that because I have like a little room and not good lighting, and my camera was pretty shit. I still have the same camera, to be honest, but it's just a webcam. It's a $100 webcam, but still,
oh wow.
yeah, I was a bit self-conscious about my equipment, but other than that, I was,
I
it
get
was
that.
okay.
What inspired you to make content?
Inspired me to make content. Okay, I know you expect like a big nice. Oh, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber, which is kind of true. Which is kind of true. Yeah, I have had some YouTube channels in the past. They just didn't work out. I didn't have the motivation to keep on. To be honest, I started my channel out of boredom, which is not a good reason. I was pretty bored in the pandemic. I was sitting. I mean, I had a girlfriend at the time, but still, I had a lot of time on my hands when lockdown happened, stuff like that, and was like, okay, I will never, ever have that much time in my entire life again because I will be working, I will be at university, I will have stuff to do, and now it's lockdown, and I have to sit at home, and there's almost like no school at all. Why not start a YouTube channel now when I have the most time? And I leveraged on that time and made some videos.
Nice. Um, so what do you think you'd do if YouTube didn't work out? And if you have another job besides YouTube, what is it?
That's a pretty difficult question because I'm currently enrolled in university, and I'm studying film and video making. And the problem is that I discovered my passion for it through YouTube, so I wouldn't really know what I would have done if I was not a YouTuber because then I wouldn't have that passion and I wouldn't study this this what do you call it, course? No, this
Field.
this topic. Yeah, this field. I wouldn't study this field. Um, I used to think maybe. Wait, how do you actually say that in English? Interior architect. Interior
Ooh.
architect, like the people who design like the inside of rooms and stuff like that. I thought maybe I could do that, or something like artsy. I'm pretty good at drawing and stuff like that, so maybe something in that direction. Also something creative, but not like in a video direction, probably.
Yeah. You always wanted to do something creative, just you never knew it
Yes.
was video.
Yes.
Yeah. Um, do you plan on making more prisons, even though the topic has kind of died down a little bit?
Um, Plan or not, there is something coming. Not. I won't say like anything more. There is something coming. One last thing, but I will not do or build any more prisons and try to
Ooh,
move away from that topic in general. But there's
got it.
one single thing left that will be uploaded in a few months.
I'm excited to see it. So when you did make prisons a lot, what was your process of like coming up with the ideas for a prison?
Credit where credit is due. To be honest, I did not work too much on Hades Vault and Gaia's Vault, for all the technical stuff because that's just where my knowledge ends. Um, the Death Creeper did most of the things in Hades Vault, and I almost did nothing. Excuse me. I almost did nothing in Gaia's Vault because just I don't have enough Minecraft knowledge to build such a thing. I was responsible for all the outside decoration, managing, you know, video stuff, editing, stuff like that. Um, for Poseidon's Vault, I do remember this key moment, like on the bus. I had like problems with like, why an intruder or visitor could just sleep in the bed, or like if you break the cobblestone wall, you have access to the bed and then sleep in it. How can I prevent that? And then I was like thinking, how can I prevent sleeping in the bed? Oh yeah, just put a monster nearby, stuff like that. So I knew I had where the problems were. I was like, but couldn't the prisoner do that? And then they escape, and then I tried to fix it, and sometimes more problems arose because of my fixes, but in the end, I was pretty happy with what I had, with like the monster in the minecart that prevented sleeping, and the enderpearl stasis chamber, and the see-through block composter glitch stuff. And I don't know, I felt pretty smart there, to be honest, because I was like
Yeah.
a lot of new ideas that haven't been implemented in the original Pandora's Vault. So I felt pretty smart coming up with that, even though in retrospective, now that I know what is possible, it isn't smart at all. But back then I was like, yeah, okay, that's inescapable.
Back then it
That's
was a
good.
big deal.
Yeah,
It was
back
a
then it was
very
a
big
big deal.
deal.
Yeah.
So, how long did it take to make the prisons? Because I know Gaia's Vault took like 4 weeks, I think it was. I think that's what it says on the
Yes.
website.
More
Yeah.
planning. So Poseidon's Vault was 1.5 weeks probably of maybe building a few hours a day and like planning and reworking and stuff like that. Maybe, yeah, 1.5 weeks of building a few hours a day. Hades Vault, I'm not too sure because the Death Creeper messaged me and was like, "Yo, I got like blueprints for a new prison. Do you want to see it?" And I was like, "Sure." And he had like half a prison ready already, and like his huge redstone testing world was like insane what he built with redstone. But we had like this half of a prison finished already and was like really impressed with it. So we decided to work together on the next one. Um, so I don't really know how much time went into there. Maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. And then Gaius Vault had like a planning stage, and we were all like 4 people working on the prism a lot. We worked on that a lot. Um, Planning was a bit more, but without the planning and just building, probably a month with a team of 4, which is
Uh,
still pretty long and a lot of blocks to place.
it was a very big prison. Have you done an interview like this before?
Yes, I've had appearances on let me think, two podcasts, which are not that big, but still, I like doing interviews like these. And one other guy had like also a YouTube channel doing like interviews with like 50 subs or something. But I don't really care about like the reach of the people who interview me. I just care about how they do it and how they approach me and stuff like that. Um, I'm always happy to give information out, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's cool because I've been doing YouTube for a while and it never really went anywhere, and so having creators be like, oh, I mean, like it doesn't really matter that it doesn't have that big of a reach. I'll do it anyway. Like that's super cool.
Oh, good, nice to hear. Good luck with the YouTube journey, man.
Oh,
Keep at
thank
it.
you. Okay, so that was my last question, but if you have any final thoughts, uh, now would be the time to share them.
Final thoughts. Let me think. Final thoughts. Maybe I really like the prison community and this whole idea of the inescapable prison, because I feel like this is a trend that pushes the boundaries of what Minecraft is capable of. There are so many exploits, and like it's a very basic one, but like ender pearl glitching. By now, many people know it, but back then, like 2-3 years ago, no, not many people knew what that was. And it made like all these technical aspects of Minecraft really, I don't know, usable and well known to the public, and people started being interested in the more technical side of Minecraft. And I think it's really interesting to see where we've come to now. There's
Yeah,
like if you look at the most recent prisons, you're basically allowed to have every item in the game except for like wood. And yeah, that I don't know, it's so fascinating. Just using everything you have at your disposal, like all the glitches, all the blocks, all the features, all the redstone, everything, just to try and trap one guy, one guy in survival in a cage, and it hasn't been done yet. And I feel that that's so cool. Like people using exploits and stuff to build the prison, and people using exploits to counteract the exploits to break into the prison. That's like, I don't know, that's so cool.
it is the coolest
It's
thing
like
ever, I swear.
it's like a battle in Minecraft. People battling who knows more about Minecraft and who can find the craziest exploit to escape a
Yeah,
prison, stuff like that.
yeah, it's really cool. Okay, like if you would have told me from like 4 years ago where the Minecraft community would be now, I wouldn't believe you. Like people are competing to make prisons that are inescapable just to trap one person. I would be like, no, you're crazy. That's not happening. I don't believe you.
Exactly. People work like a month to trap one person in a place
To
and
trap
create
a
it.
singular person.
And
Yep.
create it. Man, that's yeah. It is. It's pretty fascinating to me. I really like that aspect. Sadly,
Yeah.
I'm not too enrolled in the whole prison community anymore. But I heard that it became quite toxic. I'm not too sure about that, but that would be sad to me because it was such a friendly and yeah, nice
Yeah.
community. I really enjoyed my time while I was in it.
Yeah, I've heard that it's gotten pretty toxic.
Sadly, but yeah,
Yeah. Well, thank you for doing this. It was super fun.
no problem. Really enjoyed my talk with you.
I enjoyed my talk with you too. I want to give a big thank you to SeenSven for being in this video. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this, and thank you guys for watching this. It really helps out the channel. If you like this interview, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Bye!